the Opie Radio podcast. And this week I find myself in the neighborhood, the Upper West Side of Manhattan. I'm on 72nd Street at one of my favorite beer joints. It's called Gebhards. And I got the owner of Gebhards in front of me, Matt.
Hello.
I love your joint, brother.
Thank you.
And thanks for having us, because I came in here cold like, I would like to do
I saw you were shivering.
I would like to do my podcast from your cool beer joint. And you were like, yeah, right on, man. So we're doing it for the first time. Vic Henley has arrived. Hi, Vic. That's Matt. He owns Gebhards here. No, that was Dave.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, get on mic. That was Dave.
Sure, dudes with chin hair look the same to me.
Dave has no chin hair. There are no hipsters.
No, Matt looks the part. Dave, not so much, right? Yeah, grab a stool over there, Vic.
Well, Dave was a good.
Wait, you got to eat these mics.
Sorry.
I got really crappy equipment. If you haven't figured it out yet,
I don't know where we are, what's going on.
All right, I think I just gave you volume too. Try that.
All right.
It's kind of pathetic because you know where we were with our careers. You're laughing. Look! I had to haul that.
I saw the hand truck, and then I saw the video where the one fell in the puddle. You dropped that in the puddle, right?
Just in case you thought that was a BS
No, it wasn't
video.
a bit.
No, it's not a bit. And
I
then,
knew it.
And then I had to figure out how to set this whole thing up to continue up my radio career.
I recognized your sadness as real, and embracing. You were very embracive about it. You weren't whining.
No.
There's no whine. It's more of a recap,
Right.
with just a little tear at the end, just a little, and then onward and upward.
Yes. Oh, I've been humbled, Vic. I've been humbled just a little bit. Matt. This is Matt's joint, and we love it. Vic loves it too.
I've been here
a couple
before
times.
before we came.
Yeah,
and
we've
did the
seen
bubba.
Vic around here before.
You have? And explain to the people that don't know Gebhards on the Upper West Side.
Yeah, it's a bottle shop, bar, and
Yeah.
restaurant. So we've got about 300 different bottled beers, bottles and cans, and then 16 rotating draft beers, mostly craft, high-end import, and then your grandpa's favorite old swill, grandpa cans. There's something for everybody.
What kind of grandpa cans?
Genesee.
Oh, nice.
We've got Peels, Old
PBR.
Mill, PBR, absolutely.
Schlitz.
Valentine. No Schlitz. I can't get Schlitz right now, but as soon as I can, I will.
They're coming back, I believe.
Yeah. But Peels came back.
I'm not
Apparently,
familiar.
the grandson of the owner revitalized the brand, and it's.
Right.
I mean, it was that was one of the beers that inspired Grandpa's Fridge, which is at my other location.
Okay.
So-
I was.
What's up, brother?
Hey, Sherrod, can you grab your mic? I got to plug another mic in.
Iron City? Back to the Iron City?
Iron City? No, we don't have Iron
Well,
City.
tell me what Peels is, because I've never heard of it.
Peels
Where's it from?
is. I mean, it's right now. It's being brewed at Captain Lawrence, but I think it was an upstate New York product.
Oh, okay.
Way
All right.
back when, but it was that cheap stuff that you had to buy because it was that price.
Oh, certainly.
Hold on. Sherrod is setting up his own mic.
He's working on his equipment.
It's a two-man job.
Yeah, we're a top-notch
No, that's broken,
organization
too.
right now.
He's got it on there.
What is Iron City?
Swing around
Pittsburgh.
your neck. Oh, there
That's
you
the
go.
local down in. That's the Geneseo. That's the local.
Oh, okay.
Blue collar
Yeah.
working man's
Right.
beer. You know, Barry Bonds made everybody mad when he played for the Pirates because when they would bitch about him. He would go, go down there with all those mullet heads drinking your Iron City, and then when he started his career, 0 for 2 years, no hits at all in Pittsburgh, he had to go down to the bar and have some Iron Cities with the boys just to get his grace back.
Oh, nice. Very nice. I was talking about those old school beers with Carl last week, and it just brings you back to being a kid when you drink a Schlitz or a PBR, right?
I can remember going to the Sadie Hawkins dance.
Lord have mercy.
How old is
Was
this
Sadie
guy?
there? Did you know Sadie?
How old is Vic Henley?
Lord have mercy. That was before the sock hops. Was Potsy and fucking Ralph Mouth with
Mouth
you?
were both there.
Did you take a tram there?
Oh, shit.
All right, the Sadie.
But no, it was for the girls. That's the guy.
Yeah, no, I
High
know what it
school,
is, but
whatever,
we're trying to make believe we're not as old as we
My
are.
buddy had the,
That might actually come back after all this hashtag shit.
Sure,
Right.
why not?
Yeah, because we don't know what to do anymore.
Put the girls in charge, man.
Right. With
Bring
this
back Sadie Hawkins.
Bring
Day.
it back.
Permanently.
Yes.
Then, no question, we know.
Yeah.
She
Then
started
we know
it.
Everything's fine.
I like
Yes,
exactly.
That'll help the Me Too.
Let's do the
movement.
hashtag Ask Me Too.
Hey, we're gonna get along.
Regular people are funny.
We're gonna get along with
Regular
that.
people can be amazingly
From
funny.
Now,
Gebhards.
you own this place?
Yeah.
How long you own this place?
2 years.
This place is great.
You've
Thank
been
you.
here too, right?
I don't remember.
I'm not lying. I had.
I
been
think
here.
I have, but I don't know if it
I
was
thought I was
within the
in
last
here
2
with
years.
Nobody can be sure.
What was it before you had it?
It was nothing for 2 years. Before that, it was
It literally sat here
Kosher
for
Steakhouse.
Kosher
That's
Steakhouse.
what it was, right. It sat here for 2
How'd
years.
that not go?
And were they connected to the kosher place right next door? Were they connected to
Not
that place?
connected.
Okay.
No.
So two koshers next door to each other ain't gonna
Upper
work
West
out.
Side.
Sherrod, this place has a great vibe. It has a ton of. Speaking of which, what kind of beer you want?
I
What do
don't
you
know.
want?
What do you prefer? What do you recommend?
I'll just go get you guys a couple of fun ones. How's
Okay.
that?
All right.
All right, because
Yeah.
they're all rotating draft lists, so there's all sorts of
How
fun
many
stuff.
drafts do you have in?
16.
Damn.
They brought us one of Al Capone's bourbons.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Because
Right,
Carl
right.
was with us last time.
I think we still have
Carl likes the bourbon.
Yeah.
So
All right, well,
Yeah, Carl's being a star right now.
I'll
with Guy
bring
Fieri.
some beers back with Dave.
I'm sure
All right,
it'll
cool.
be great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Perfect,
and then
yes.
we'll talk about the beers. But that's Matt from Gebhards up here on
Matt!
the Upper West Side.
Matto!
It's where are we? 72nd Street between West End and Broadway. If you're in New York
Yeah.
City, man, this is definitely a joint to check out.
Yeah, some things walking by here, some tasties.
Well, I don't know. You don't.
Nah, I saw some down this way.
You don't get a lot of tasties on the Upper West Side.
Shit. You get the international flavors.
Unless you're into baby carriages, then
well,
there's
not the
plenty of
locals.
tasties.
Not the locals. All the people who visit the city and go to Central Park.
Yeah.
They wander out the park.
Yeah.
And they be fine as hell.
Well, we're a little too far from that.
No, we're not.
No.
We just came through the park.
I just walked through the park.
I agree with him.
No, I mean they don't come down this far.
Look, just because it's your neighborhood, you don't want to seem creepy.
Look,
Yeah.
look, no, keep look.
This ain't the hour right now. They're going to
No, I got you.
All right,
Families.
We'll rate the
Families.
girls as they walk
Okay,
by this
bet.
place. So far, we've seen 2 4s and a 5.5.
Now, did you see the line for the Haagen-Dazs?
Yes.
What is that about?
I don't know.
It's around the corner.
Yeah. It's because it's the first warm day and everybody wants ice cream.
yeah,
I
that's
guess.
what I'm
I don't have
thinking.
any idea, but
Yeah.
It was unbelievable.
School just got out.
And
they're
it's all a bunch
wandering
of kids.
around.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, we went from winter right into summer
The
once
pla-
again.
But that place is so
40 to
tiny.
70.
40 to
Right,
70.
right.
My allergies. Do you guys get allergies?
Yes.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yes.
Sometimes.
I
Mine
used to
comes
never.
and goes.
I never got them
it
as
just
a
depends.
youth.
If it's really bad, then I get it. If not, you
Yeah.
know.
No,
I
it-
love the. We have the Beverly Hillbillies.
Nice. Look at the little shorty and the little strap right there.
What's up,
Shorty's
Dave?
tasty.
How are you, buddy?
Hey, here's our pal
Back me up
Dave.
on this, Vic.
What now?
Sorry, you know what this
Shorty closer to the.
Wait, Dave, get on
Oh,
mic
what's
and
up,
explain
man?
what's going on here, buddy.
Hey, everybody.
How's it going?
Hi, Sherrod. Nice
Wait,
to meet you, bro.
We have the Jethro Bodine velvet rope. This is the clamp it version of you can't get in here. This area is cordoned off, by God. We got to take a picture and post this. It's basically Jethro Bodine's belt. It's just a piece of rope across the alfresco door between us and the sidewalk of harassing New Yorkers.
That's protecting us. That
It
piece
is.
of
That's-
rope.
It's way to go, Dave.
Hey, I think
It's a hint. It's a bad hint.
Yes.
Now, Dave, are we drinking Founders or is it
So
just
you
a glass?
actually- I'm giving you the Long Island City Lust for Life.
All
Iggy
right.
Pop little reference there.
Yeah, I like the Iggy
Sherrod's
Pop
got
reference.
the-
Wait, what does it taste like?
It's kind of like a northeast tropical.
He likes orange in his stuff.
He
Yeah,
said
it's like
tropical.
orangey. Yeah,
Yeah.
tropical.
All right.
He like a taste of citrus.
You did this to yourself.
Yeah, but Carl, but you ignored the fact that at the end of our run at Sirius that we were getting into all the tequilas and the
Oh,
bourbons.
my goodness.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And,
Sure.
and Carl turned me on to that one tequila that I forgot the name right now.
Ron or Carl?
No, well, Ron's was really good too.
Number one was delicious.
Come on, Vic. It's a couple things.
there's
All right,
good
there you
Sherrod.
go.
Come on now. It's some tasties walking by here.
That was a
Thank you,
taste.
miss.
Goddamn tasty, man.
and
Okay.
Okay, you
True that.
There's
True
a-
that.
KB Toy Store employees walking by through.
a polar opposite just walked by. We went from a 9.5 to a 2
Ships
real
passing
quickly.
in the night.
No, it was the Herradura. Yes.
That's a good one.
Herradura.
But the red label,
Okay.
which is outstanding.
There's so many Casamigos, Avion, you know.
the Ron White,
Milagro's a good one.
the Ron White tequila was
Number one.
I like the glass.
was good.
Right.
I like the Cat
you brought
DJ.
them beer and you
I
brought
know
me.
you-
Oh, which one is this? Which one am I drinking?
So that's a San Francisco.
San
from
Francisco.
Anchor Brewing.
Okay.
It's a
Anchor
white
Brewing.
IPA.
Okay, well, I got to. Sorry.
White IPA for my black.
Black man got white beer.
You know what? I'm back off of that.
Black Lives Matter.
It's
Come
been
on.
too long.
Vic's got larceny.
I missed you
The
guys.
Al Capone
Jesus.
bourbon. Larceny.
This is the Al Capone bourbon.
Is it really? Can
I want to taste of that.
Yeah, it's really good. Have a little sip.
Can I?
He brought me this last time. It's absolutely.
Ooh, can I have a little of that?
Right.
Of course.
Al Capone
I'm going to do this
bourbon?
all around the shots. I'll
Okay.
be back.
It made me want to put Geraldo in a vault.
Oh, that smells. Yes, right. And just find marbles and a penny, like you.
Dave just slipped
nothing.
on our power strip and almost
Uh-oh,
took
did
us
he?
off already. So
That's how. Again, the level that we've achieved. This
Right.
is how easy it is to take us completely off the air.
This is
Back
dope.
then, it required satellite interference.
yeah. How do I tell Dave that I don't like IPAs?
You know, Michael?
me and Carl were just talking about IPAs. You know why they're so bitter?
Why?
So they could survive the trip to America.
Oh, so they put what, extra barley or something?
Extra whatever the F to keep it, fresh.
I like it.
So how long?
I like anything. Though,
It's actually pretty good. It's
Do
pretty
they
good.
put stuff in it depending on how long it takes to get to America?
They make it. The reason IPAs are so bitter is because it has to survive the trip back in
didn't
the
know
day,
that.
and
Back
then it
in the
became a
day.
thing.
And then it just tastes like that. So if you're going to make one, it should always taste like that.
Right.
Because that's how people
Right,
remember it.
right.
It's, oh.
But they didn't make it so bitter for people. Hey, what's up, man? What's going on?
Everybody knows Hope. What's up?
Well, it's my neighborhood. What's up, man? Our kids play together.
Okay.
Well, you got to get past the high level security. You got to get level. That's razor wire right there.
You gotta
Be
jump
careful.
double dutch before you go.
Yeah, scream double dutch before you run in.
When you come back, come on up and join the podcast.
Yeah.
All right, there you have it. Wait, you know Ben too?
Dave knows everybody.
You know that me and my
You're bringing me two now, Dave.
his daughter and my
Double
son.
down. Oh, same age, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's a good guy. He works on
They,
some really
they
cool
like
things.
each other
Yeah.
a lot
Do
too.
they get along really well?
Oh,
Perfect.
Yes.
Cute. Good.
Yes, very nice.
Well, it can get real clicky up here on the Upper West. You know how
Oh,
they
yes.
are. You know how these families are.
Yeah.
kid.
There's ins and outs.
Pregnant women showing up for daycare because 5 years early before their kids even born.
Oh, you gotta
They're
get 'em in.
in these schools, these preschools.
These
and
schools
day-
are real
all this-
business,
It's
man.
insane.
I'm so happy my daughter just got into the school in Jersey City that she had to take like 3 tests for and 2 interviews. I'm like, God damn.
Are you serious?
They only let like 7 kids in a
Interviews,
year.
yes.
Interviews.
I bet your daughter interviews very well, though.
She did. She
I've
nailed
told
it.
you-
She killed it.
I've only talked to her twice, and
She killed the block building.
she's a much better interviewer than you are.
Oh, much better.
She's
Me and my
killed it.
wife went through that whole process, but we were like not like everyone else. We're like, this is a bunch of horse shit.
It is.
My daughter was 3, and they're doing interviews and seeing how she plays with others,
Other kids,
and then
yes.
deciding if she was good enough for the school. And then they also, because they're very inclusive,
Right.
They pick 1 or 2 funny ones.
Wait, like for the kids? What do you mean funny ones?
Just to round it out.
What do you mean funny ones?
To
Like
make
kicked
it-
in the head by God?
Not, mean
Not
something.
funny like you and Vic,
Right.
But funny ones.
You mean odd.
Because they want to balance everything
Right.
else.
Some odd kids.
Quirky.
You need some of that in there.
Eclectic.
Now, are the odd kids usually rich too, or is just
Probably. That's
Oh,
my
they're the
guess.
richest.
big room
That'd
for
be my
that?
guess.
Yeah.
They're the richest.
That's what I figured.
And then they throw, 1 or 2 of
This is
color.
the same
1 or
one,
2
right?
of color in there.
So I can do this.
This is a private school, private.
Yeah.
You know they had that beef with that whole West Side, the public school that was trying to force kids out and trying to get kids in,
Yeah.
and all the parents got angry. This right up the street.
Yeah.
And all these parents got angry because they was bringing kids
Oh,
in
the
from
video went viral.
That video went viral.
Wait.
It was angry. Then a new principal came in and was like, I'm ashamed of the parents
That was
in
the
school.
Obama school. It was one of those blue ribbon schools.
I don't know. I know it's one of the top schools
Wait.
in Manhattan, but it's a public school.
Let me
And it's
explain-
the whitest public school in New York
Dalton?
City. I forget the name.
No,
of it.
no,
Up
no,
here?
no. It's a
East.
public school.
Public school, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's
Public
a
school, public.
block over. Let me explain to Vic. So this school
Yeah.
is a public school that everybody wants their kids to go to.
Okay.
And you buy in this neighborhood because the school is great and all that. And then this area exploded to the point that now they rezoned it.
Rep.
And so now these people that live in this area that were expecting to put their kid in this particular school, now they've moved them to another school.
Yeah.
That's a little.
And they bring
Not
kids in
as
from
good.
another neighborhood.
Well,
Yeah.
it's a little. It's sketchier.
Not what they signed up for.
It's sketchy, but it's not sketchy
But the
on
thing
any
is-
level that you should freak out. But
Okay.
these people up here, they freak
Freak out.
out.
Of course.
The
Yes.
video is They went off in this video, man. You see these parents, it's like this. What year is this, first of all? The principal was embarrassed.
What was it? Some kind of town hall to talk about the new zoning or whatever?
Yeah, yes.
And then this lady said, what did she say?
She said something bad. That was
I
the
think
lady
she
in the
said she
short lady
didn't
with the
want her
glasses.
kid going to school with black kids.
Something
I
like
think
that.
it was as bad as that.
I think she was saying the poor or
something
disadvantaged, but yeah.
No. It was,
Wink, wink.
Yeah,
we knew what it
oh,
did.
no, there was that.
No, actually, she actually did the faux pas.
She said she don't want her kids going to school with Black Panther.
I love Black
She don't want
Panther.
Wakanda breaking
Come
out
on.
in 3rd grade.
I love Black Panther.
And this was supposed to be like a private whatever school meeting,
But the school-
whatever.
here's the
and
problem
then
is-
someone filmed it and
Right.
it went viral.
Okay.
The problem is public school. So
Right.
every kid in New York City has a right to be there.
Certainly.
If you live in a certain zone.
Right.
And if they change the zones, then you got to allow those kids in.
Yeah.
It's public. This is city shit.
My neighbor is a professor at Barnard, Columbia.
Oh,
and
fancy.
so and her she met her husband. They're divorced now, but they met at Princeton. He's a research scientist, so they're both just geniuses.
Right.
And they were livid when they started having to go through this because the Dalton School is in our neighborhood, and
Right.
so they were going to go that route a little bit because they're brainiacs and their kids are really sharp too. They're
Right.
both graduated now. One went to Tufts, the other one just graduated from Vanderbilt.
Nice.
But they went through this same thing, and I remember they come in. They were so sweet and nice, and it was the only time I would see them like smoking.
Yes.
They're fuck! They're screaming. They're so mad. And everything. And I'm like, man, what's wrong, Kathleen? And then she started explaining because they knew their kids were sharp, and yet they were getting this highfalutin country club exclusion treatment. It was just so they just put them in a PS something over there on the east side of our neighborhood where they both went,
And
it
they
was
thrived.
an amazing school.
Yeah.
They thrived. Again, Tufts graduate, Vanderbilt graduate, bang, boom, bang.
In the end, it doesn't really matter. But you get tricked. I'm from Long Island, obviously, middle class, whatever. And then I'm in this crazy ass neighborhood where they put the pressure on you to get your kid into a very good school. Cheers. I missed you guys.
It's all the pressure.
No, but
That's what she was mad for
Yeah.
falling for the trick herself
Thank
a
you.
little
Me
bit.
and my wife started
Right,
falling for it,
right.
and then we're going through the interview process, and then my kid was on a waiting list for one school,
Right.
and then you're like, well, do we hope that he's moved up and someone drops out, and then he could go to that school? But if we take that chance, then he might have to go to the public school, and you
Right.
just explain what's going on with the public school.
I'm telling you, it's
and then we started thinking, we're like, oh my God, this is all horseshit. It doesn't matter.
Look at this girl.
What are you looking at?
Right here,
Another
coming.
hottie.
All right, now
I
we
know
got
what they
another
like.
9. We got
Another
another.
hottie.
This is another tasty
Another
now.
hottie,
Yeah,
another
but
hottie.
it's 1 out of 10 tops.
That's all right. I'll take
That's
that
nice.
one.
So,
But that is. Go ahead. Sorry.
yeah, it's okay. It's all right. We finally realized, let's just chill out. We got good kids. We work hard.
Stressful.
They'll be fine whatever school they go to.
That's right,
But,
yeah.
But my daughter is only 5. She's in her 3rd year of school, and she was interviewing at like 3.
Yeah.
That's-
There's more coming.
that's
Actually, I think
crazy.
she was interviewing before. No, she was 2. She was 2 when she started interviewing. Ben, what's going on, bud? How are you?
Now, she in elementary school. What's up, brother?
This is how this is going to
How
go.
are you?
Yes,
Nice
it
to meet
is.
you. I'm
I
Ben.
like it.
And I couldn't
I'm
be
okay. I'm
happier.
Vic.
Vic,
Nice
you look
to meet
familiar.
you.
I think
My
I might have
pleasure.
met you before.
Well,
Now, what do you see? You see Opie doing some disturbing things in the neighborhood?
Not really. Just walking around mostly.
Letting his kids and dogs shit in the street, not picking them up.
We were just talking about. Did you go through some of the preschool weird?
Oh, yeah.
fancy stuff?
Our kids went to the same school for a little
Okay,
while.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
went to up the block.
You could say it.
West
We went
Side
up there.
Montessori.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
went to
Right.
West Side Montessori. It was nice and all, but you get with these parents that are really competitive. You're waiting outside the classroom, pick up your kid, and they'll lean into you and go, "So how many languages does your
Did you
I'm
get
like,
some of this?
Yeah, I got
kid?"
that.
Ben knows. So
How many
Power
languages
mom.
does your daughter speak?
She cries and she speaks English.
The perfect woman already. That was the perfect woman. Oh, she cries and speaks English.
that was sort of our answer. We're like, she knows one, kinda. And then they
Oh,
brag.
God.
They're like, well, we got our kid taking Chinese.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, what? Let the kid be a kid.
That kid's gonna hate his parents when he gets older.
Pig Latin and Ebonics. That's what we're teaching.
I mean, it's stressful getting these kids into school.
Yeah, but it's stupid.
It's all
In the
It
end,
costs
it's-
a lot.
It's
too.
tougher than like college.
It's
Easily,
crazy, right?
Yeah, it is.
Oh yeah.
But they're like, you don't get him into this preschool. He ain't going to Harvard. I'm like, I don't
No,
give a
that's
fuck
not
if my
true.
kid goes to Harvard or not.
And
Of
that's
course.
also not true, by the
Yeah,
way.
of course.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're doing public next year.
You're doing public next year? Yeah.
Right around the block here.
Yeah.
Wait, there was
That's
controversy with that school.
I saw the
Yeah, you saw the
articles,
video. We
yeah,
just talking about
yeah.
that.
Yeah, we were just talking. Do you know what was said on the video?
That's short.
I have the clips, but I basically it's just anger because they're going to put low-income students in.
Yeah,
if
that's
I
what it was.
understand
Yeah.
correctly.
Bring
Yeah.
low-income
And the
students
one
in.
woman was, speaking her mind, thinking she was, not being filmed by anybody, but someone
Yeah.
filmed it and put it online.
Did she say the N word or she
No,
just said
no,
look,
no,
she just
no, no.
euphemism?
She was hinting at
euphemized.
Yeah.
she was hinting at black.
No, she was saying black and
Yeah.
Latino. That's what she was
Yeah.
talking about. Or
People
anybody who's
that
not
like
can afford
Jay-Z.
to go, yeah.
Did she say people that like
But can I-
Wu-Tang Clan?
No.
They have
But I do got to bring this around. There's a high school in this area that's very black.
Which Martin Luther King?
Yeah, it's about 4 blocks that way.
Oh, the name
right?
of it is Martin Luther King.
Martin Luther King, okay.
Yeah, it's the blackest
And then-
name of a black school.
And then
yeah.
famous guy.
there's a McDonald's. When you're
when it
you're-
comes out?
when you're as white as me,
Yeah.
walking past that McDonald's
Yeah.
is scary.
Colin Quinn used to have a joke about getting on the subway and a black high school get on. He's like, hip hop high school, just get on the subway. That's what that McDonald's turned into.
There's a McDonald's right around the corner.
Right,
We
it's-
walk by it a lot, and around 3 o'clock, we know to avoid it. Anyone in this area knows
my
to.
favorite one.
It looked like the first season of 106 in Park.
I call it Black Donald's. That's my favorite McDonald's in the city. It's Black Donald's.
If you
Ron
want
Donald on out. Ronnie Don.
if you want to see
Got a
it,
pick in the clown wig.
if you want to see a show though, you go there around 3 o'clock. They have 3 or 4 security
That's
guards
hilarious.
at that McDonald's all the time.
Okay,
There's
yeah.
fights every day.
Yeah.
And then, man, someone's got to explain the N-word thing because that word isn't.
They throw it
that-
around. But if you
You
see
got to
young-
explain that crap to me, Sherrod, because I honestly don't get it how serious that word truly is. When you hear it 100 times within
Yeah.
2 minutes
Yeah.
with the youth,
But you know what's
Doesn't
nice
it-
with it?
doesn't
that word
mean
you-
anything. That takes it
loses-
away.
It loses all
It
its
does.
power,
It
right?
does.
That's
but
the point.
Thank you.
It does, but sometimes I see young kids, different races, black, white, all using it together.
Dang right.
And I go like
Right.
this. Good for them.
No,
These good
We
for
are
these
coming
young.
together.
They actually get what it is.
Donald Trump is not dividing us.
Yes. The
I
kids
like
go like
that.
this, man.
you know
it ain't
what?
nothing to them.
That's a good take. I like
That's a
that.
better-
I
I'm
like
with
that.
it.
Just playing devil's advocate. It's still bringing young kids together, and they don't see the big deal of it because they don't use it like their parents use
You know
it.
what's sad about
Most
that
times.
though? Because we're all older. Now let's go around the table. We all use the word and watch
Nigga, go.
watch how uncomfortable it gets.
Vic
It's a
might
little
get it
different.
in.
What?
You two motherfuckers definitely ain't saying it.
I'll just start naming Pryor
school,
albums.
a block away.
I'll ride the fence and just name
you'll
Pryor
play it
albums.
safe, right?
I'll play the safety.
On that one Nas
safety
album.
net, exactly. Y'all right? It's totally nice.
Which one is your Nas's favorite album of yours?
I got a music question for you in a minute or two. How's that Schaefer bet?
It's
Schaefer.
It's $2, so that's
Yeah,
it.
but
Are you a Diamondback fan?
I am a Diamondback
I was
fan.
in
I'm
Phoenix
from
2 weeks
Phoenix,
ago.
Yeah,
I lived in Phoenix. I started doing stand-up in Tempe.
All
Lived there
right,
for a year.
yeah.
That's
I
where you
just went
started?
back.
And yeah, did you live in Phoenix?
I lived there till I was about 20, and then back and forth here. And
Oh, like
everywhere.
you grew up there?
Yeah,
Yeah?
yeah. And
Yeah.
then we just went back for spring break for Bonnie's spring break, and
Nice.
did a baseball game, so it was good.
Nice. Little
Yeah.
spring training.
Yeah, no, it was actually.
Oh, their
it's the
season
season
started, right,
opener.
right.
It was 20-year anniversary.
Arizona rules, man.
20
Wow,
years?
Yeah,
What the?
yeah, 98.
I remember when I moved there.
98 was 20 years ago.
They had the biggest. Oh yeah,
Holy shit. I'm
They're
like, I don't know
AAA
time
team.
anymore.
their AAA team sold out. They set the attendance record almost every year in AAA before they got the Diamondbacks.
Before they got the Diamondbacks.
And I remember when I moved there in like the mid '80s, they're like, "We're going to get a team any minute now."
Yeah.
It still took longer than they thought.
What was the
but
AAA team?
the Phoenix Firebirds?
They're
amazing.
feeders for the Giants.
Yeah, absolutely. And they would. And
Wow.
they were, but it was one of those where like since there wasn't a pro team, everybody showed up for
Yeah, it was
AAA.
a
and
nice,
it was-
nice stadium in Scottsdale.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Totally, yes, yeah.
The stadium was how big?
It was, I don't even remember. It's just
10,000 something.
Yeah,
Was it
yeah,
really? 15?
but
Yeah.
I don't even know if it's there anymore. They built all
Probably.
those
Oh yeah,
things.
absolutely.
Oh, it is.
Right.
When I
no,
lived-
it's not there. You're right.
it's
They
not.
tore it down.
Okay,
Right.
When I lived in Rochester, we did AAA up there, and
They
Oh,
kill
that's
it
right.
also.
That's right.
in a
I
lot
think
of
they
ways,
kill it also.
AAA ball was so much fun to
fun.
watch.
It's like
so
it's
much fun.
yeah.
Well, like Homer Simpson says, and I'm quoting, is you get the right blend of has-beens trying to get their way back in, that have drifted down, trying
the
to
young guns.
and the young guns coming up. It's a wonderful mix of hope and pain.
That's where I
Yeah,
met.
I'm-
what's the
this- I'm
Springfield-
totally
what's the
Steve-
Springfield team?
Isotopes.
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 That's where I met Kurt Schilling.
So,
Kurt Schilling
oh,
was
yeah.
a young gun. I knew Kurt when he was 20, 21 years old playing for the Rochester Red Wings, and back then they already knew this guy was going to be one of the best.
And a racist.
And we, well, it's kind of
Bloody
weird.
sock racist.
It's kind of weird that my old pal is a bit different.
Crazy.
He's a bit different than what I remember him.
Sure, well,
back
he was
in the
20.
day.
He didn't have time to form all of his hate yet.
But some people always knew that once he got older, he would lose 50 mil on a video game. Some people do.
The best penance. The best penance.
I can let the racism go for that blunder.
Certainly.
Can I tell a quick Kurt Schilling story?
Yes.
So fast forward, I'm where am I now? I'm in Buffalo, New York. He's now a big fucking star in the majors. And
Maybe
I go
with the Diamondbacks.
During the
oh, no,
World
Series.
Series.
That was yeah.
It was him and Randy Johnson.
Phillies was his first.
no, it wasn't Philly.
Putting his name on the map was
Did
Phillies.
he play
I
for
believe.
the Astros?
I don't know.
Whom? Yes. I think that's a nice pull before the Phillies, maybe.
I think it was the Astros.
See, this is
So-
where we need a studio and
So
research.
I was working in Buffalo overnights. My program director moved to Florida. I went down on spring break to see my sister, and I look up this guy, Ken Carson, who was one of my PDs. He goes, let's go out. So he brings me to a steak joint and then a strip club. I have no fucking money. I'm making $12,000 a year, so I'm shaking just going into this place and paying the cover. Like, how the hell am I even going to cover this, right? And he's not making much money.
Right.
Long story short, it's spring training. Who walks in? Kurt Schilling and the entire team. He's got two bimbos on his arms. All the strippers in this joint knew him, right?
Yeah.
He sits down, and I tell Ken, I know that guy. He goes, yeah, right. So I kind of wave, and Kurt loses his mind. Holy shit, Hope I haven't seen you in years.
Oh!
For a
Can't
couple
believe
of
it.
years at this point. And then all of a sudden, everything is on me.
I would have killed
I
three
look
strippers
like
that
a
night.
rock star.
Right.
I would have been drowning bitches in the back.
Something.
It's on
Something
Kurt.
crazy. He said everything on him.
Right. Lap dances.
Everything.
Everything was
Choke
on
outs.
him.
That's amazing.
Yeah, he never forgot. And then I ran into him at Sirius about a year ago.
Right.
And at that point, I haven't seen him in, 10, 12 years. And once again,
He
right
recognized
away.
you right away.
Yeah, because we really bonded up there in Rochester. A small
Right.
little city. I was just starting in radio. He was starting in baseball. Me, him, and Weez would hang out all the time.
It's probably
on
some of the
Weez's
best times
boat.
in his life, too. That fucking
It was the best times of my life.
Yeah.
Randy Johnson buddied up with Foxworthy when he was a rookie with the Expos.
Right.
And they shared spring training with the Braves down in West Palm Beach.
Right.
And we do the club every year. And so only thing
They play in West Palm?
The Montreal and the Braves were shared the facility in West
West
Palm
Palm.
for spring training.
I didn't know that.
And then Montreal turned into Washington, and
Right.
now they're separate. But when the only thing they were advertising him at the time was Randy Johnson, the tallest rookie that will ever play, and they didn't know he was
Yeah.
going to be the big unit. They just they were playing the total tall card.
Right.
Was it.
Right.
And
Like a circus freak.
Exactly.
He's a carny.
So we brought them
Come
all
see
out.
the freak.
We brought them out. Moises Alou. We brought them all out to the comedy club. We hung out with all of them. And they always remember Foxworthy. They fucking forgot me instantly. But then down through the years, every few years, Foxworthy would be somewhere like Mr. Opie here.
Right.
And 5-6 years go by, and Randy Johnson's getting fucking mobbed by something after a Mariners game, and he looks up and sees Foxworthy. Oh, Jeff! And he's walking straight
hilarious.
over every
That
single
was
time.
it, right?
Didn't Moises
Man.
get caught for juicing, too?
I don't think so. I don't
Okay,
think
no.
so.
Who did?
No. Moises Alou.
Oh. He was so. You know the Brooklyn Diner on.
Yeah.
50.
Midtown.
Where is that?
57th
57th
and
and
6th.
7th.
Yeah.
Seventh.
Thank you,
So
Ben.
I would get a booth near the window. One day, his head just went bopping by the window.
Kurt Schilling.
No,
Randy
Randy
Johnson. Okay.
You don't see anyone's
No,
head.
but the head.
Those booths are just high enough. You can't really see the
Oh,
people.
yeah, I forgot, right.
And all of a sudden, this head just went right by the window.
Hang on a second.
And I was hanging out with Jim Norton, and we ran out to get his picture, and he was a dick.
He was.
He would not.
that's
He would
why I
not
was-
take a picture.
Yeah. That's
He
why
said
I was
no?
weird. That,
He
that's why I was
said
really-
How did
No.
that feel? How did that feel to you and Little Norty?
I laughed my ass off. I thought it was hilarious. Jim, not so much. He
I
was
remember
a little mad
Kobe
at
did that to me one time.
Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, shut me down on a pick. This was when when he's like a rookie. Wow. I was like this.
Hank
You'll
Aaron-
never make it.
Hank Aaron waved me off. At same spring training when your Hank Aaron waved me off.
He waved you
I
off?
caught him behind. I saw him. He was moving from one field to another field. You know, they have different, all squads playing.
Yes.
And so I catch him coming out of the bathroom, and I know he's got to circle around to go over here. And if I go around the other side of the building, I'm going to walk out, and it'll just be me and him walking along there together.
Right.
And I had a thing. I wanted him to sign an autograph. I had a ball, and I'm like,
Right.
"Hey, Hammer." And he, not signing. So he just yelled, not signing, and kept walking.
My fingers hurt.
Yeah, no kidding.
That had to hurt.
I was disappointed.
scored me when Kobe pushed me away. It
I was
scored me.
bummed.
I
was
pulled
really
this what you did with Kobe with The Rock.
What happened?
The Rock, Dwayne Johnson.
And to this day, you know, he's still cool, and he absolutely remembers me from the old days. But at NEW, he came in.
Hey, no,
He came in as a young, you know, WWF at the time superstar.
Right.
Yeah.
And we're having a good time, man. We knew all the wrestlers back then because we were in tight with the McMahon family. And we invited one of our super fans to come in that ran a wrestling fucking website or message board.
Right.
And all of a sudden we go, hey, man, blank, I don't want to say his name. Hey, do you have a question for The Rock? Rock turned and went, you're blah, blah from the message board? And long story short, he basically goes, I'll never do your show again if you're associated with that guy. He's a racist. He says racist stuff on that message board.
I'm with The Rock on this.
And me and Anthony were like, hamina, because he's becoming a big star at that point. So,
Did y'all throw that dude out?
huh?
You heard me, Opie.
No, he walked out. We didn't even know what the story was.
Oh, he ended
at that
the
point.
interview?
Yes.
walked out.
So I
The Rock
pulled,
walked out.
I pulled what you did with Kobe. I said, you know what? You'll never be as big. You think I was wrong?
Boy, were we wrong.
Wrong on that one?
Maybe that's what
I was
people
all
need to say.
cocky.
We missed the boat on that shit.
I was all cocky
we
because
missed the boat
because
on
you
that.
know the radio show was on fire back then, right?
And you chose that racist dude?
No, the Rock walked out on us without allowing us to even explain.
I wish Patrice or somebody was in the room.
We
The
didn't
Rock
know.
was ahead of the game on this one, and they didn't
was
know.
ahead of the game.
They didn't
We
know.
truly didn't know. So I'm like, you'll never be as big as.
I wonder what
So
he-
let's fast forward 20 years. I just set up my own podcast
We're
equipment
sitting here-
in a beer
right,
joint.
We're in the velvet rope.
Right, and The Rock is the highest paid actor in Hollywood.
Easily.
Oh man.
Easily. I wonder what
Man.
racist shit the dude was saying on the website.
It's a long time ago. I didn't even.
Wrestling.
Because first of all,
I mean,
wrestling
yeah,
is
that's
the
not
most
really-
racist
I was
thing.
gonna say.
Even
Yeah,
black,
no,
but black
it's-
people love the racism of it too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not away from wrestling, but in wrestling, the Iron Sheik and all that shit is the most racist shit you
hero
see.
villain, classic hero villain,
The
which
Junkyard Dog.
delves into
We all love the
racism.
same shit. And
Yes.
anything Indian or Native American or Jimmy Fly Snooker with
Superfly Snugget from
they
Fiji,
bringing coconuts on his head.
right?
Right.
Bobo Brazil,
Money.
Bobo Brazil.
It's the
old
bottom
Bobo
of the
Brazil.
barrel of
Cocoa
racism.
Coco Beware. All right.
Wrestling is so racist that it's
about the
funny and
Junkyard
it's not
Dog?
harmful.
Junkyard Dog.
Junkyard.
Absolutely.
I
Dog.
saw him. Remember, I told you one time I saw the Junkyard Dog at Shea Stadium with his family.
Just hanging.
And was like, how are you a human being?
Right.
Me and Tony, my cousin Tony Rock.
Right.
And we were like 10, 11. Junkyard Dog, big as shit with his family.
We're
going
just
to
having
some
a
bar.
day.
I'm like, I don't even know how you exist. You bite the cotton out of the fucking corner post.
No, that
and now
was-
you're helping your daughter in the car.
That was George the Animal Steel.
Oh,
did
George,
that.
but no, black, no, Junkyard did it
Did
too.
he do it too?
He was the
Okay.
black version of that.
All right.
Animal Steel used to bite in and eat it, but
Yeah.
Chief Wahoo McDaniel.
it's all the most
Remember him?
racist stuff.
You
So
know,
how do you-
Tomahawk. He had the Tomahawk, not
You
the
know who
Tomahawk.
died- real?
The Tomahawk.
You know who died
He was
recently
his move when
was
he was-
Bruno Sammartino.
Yeah,
Martino,
Bruno.
right.
He was a legend.
He was a legend.
Boo 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 boo. Boo 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 boo.